Well, there's the Japanese cover for the game. I think this might have come out in America first. Hey, you're good with video games, right? Yes. Do I know you? The computers do it for you. It's ageism, Skittles. Where's the console? It's in here. It's in the bedroom. You have a NES in your bedroom? Awesome. Yeah. Shadowgate. It's a good game. Who likes Shadowgate? Hey guys, welcome to Fliptendo. Do you like NES and Famicom? Me too. That's why we're playing every single NES and Famicom game that's ever been made. For all the systems, all the regions. We're playing all of the games in chronological order. We're checking them all out, and this one we're gonna beat because it's an awesome game. Fliptendo? Yeah, I never played this game on stream before. This is the Japanese cover. Maybe the NES cover is better for this one. Well, no, I remember the cover. It's just like the gargoyle on the cover. I don't know. I guess it's cleaner, maybe. And the Japanese one is trying to be a little bit more ambitious, but it looks a little bit dorky, I guess. I don't know. It's an alright, a little bit silly. It's an okay cover though. Yeah, the American one looks like, let's see. And of course, this game is based off of the MacVenture games. This is the American cover there, the gargoyle. It's all right too. It's not anything special really. Yeah, the MacVenture games are like originally black and white adventure games, and these are ports of them. But may as well like take a look at them real quick. I think I even have them on Steam, but we'll just look on YouTube. Basically, the NES version like completely supercharges the game, and like it makes the graphics better. It gives it like really awesome music, and the music is so good in all these ports. This is when Kemco started to like just become awesome, because Kemco in the beginning, it's funny, they were always doing ports of Western adventure games or Western computer games, but they started out really bad, like Doughboy, but they got progressively better, and then like this game is pretty amazing. I mean, the one thing about it that is obviously more awkward is the fact that you don't have a mouse. You have to use the D-pad to move the cursor around. Obviously, this game is better served by a mouse. But everything else about the game is so much better that it's just worth it to play it this way. What am I looking at? Oh, what am I doing? Yeah, I wanted to actually, I was not pink. I want to look at the MacVenture one. That's the NES one. We'll be looking at that in a second. Yeah, this is what the original one looks like. Which, yeah, that's right. So like it's a Macintosh game. So I guess a lot of the early Macintosh games. Well, I shouldn't say early. I don't know a lot about Macintosh games, but oh, it's got sound effects. That's cool. But they use this kind of Macintosh window style with like the various windows, so it kind of looks just like your your desktop when you play the games. I was watching somebody play Pathways Through Darkness, and it also looks like this too with the window look, the PSP look of Dragon Quest. Yeah, these are available on Steam. They're for free, I think. So yeah, I mean it's cool. Um, for the time it came out, a lot of the art is really similar too. Looking at this, but the NES version is just kind of the sound effects. The NES version is the way to go. It's kind of like Maniac Mansion, in my opinion. The NES version is the way to go with this game. I mean, right from the title screen, the music is amazing. This game's got such cool atmosphere, and a lot of that is the music, but it makes such a good impression. Really like Shadowgate. These are really good ports. The games, going into them, they do have some similar issues to like the Japanese adventure games in that making progress kind of involves doing obtuse things. It's a little bit different though, because instead of like with all the Japanese adventure games, like you get hung up on trying to find the flag that it wants you to do, like doing certain actions in certain orders, like set certain flags. Where like is in this game and like more Western adventure games, it's more about like you have like a gigantic bag of items and trying to figure out where to use the items. You know, it's very item based. But with like, these kind of style of like fantasy adventure games, like this kind of thing, and like Zork, Return to Zork, the logic behind the items that you use is not always very obvious or intuitive. But they were trying to make it difficult to figure out. So, but it doesn't matter because the game's atmosphere is amazing. Oh yeah, I have a file on here. Let's start a new file. We're gonna play through the game. We'll see how much I remember. I think my memory is probably pretty good because I've played through the game multiple times. I think I watched TMR play through the game. So I'm pretty familiar with the game. Within the castle Shadowgate lies your quest. The dreaded warlock lord will use his black magic to raise the behemoth in the dark depths. The combination of his evil arts and the great titan's power will surely destroy us all. You are the last of the line of kings. Seed of prophecy was foretold eons ago. Only you can stop the evil from darkening our world forever. Fare thee well. Blah blah blah. You're gonna complete the quest. Yeah. How many of you guys have played through this game? Any of you guys? Yeah, McFly, I believe, runs Shadowgate. I believe he has run it in the past. I don't know if he's done all the MacVenture ones. I'm pretty sure that he speedruns this one. You have? Oh, good. Yeah, I played through this when I was a kid. I played through this and Deja Vu. I didn't get around to Uninvited. Alright, so we can't open this because it's locked. Or, oh, we can, I guess? You can, but before you want to go in there, you want to open the skull above the door. Because without this key, you can't open the next door. So you want to take that. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and close the skull. You can like close all the doors too, if you want to. If we look at the skull of some creature, its meaning seems clear. Death lurks inside. No clue about it, but like the first puzzle, the first trap of the game, because it's easy to miss that. But if you'll be stuck in the first two rooms. I remember TMR was stuck in the first two rooms for quite a little while. I'm no speedrunner of this game, so I'm not going to be able to like just breeze through it. The best. Yeah, I think it's the best of the three as well. Deja Vu I think Deja Vu and Uninvited are cool too, but this one, I like the music and the atmosphere the best. I think it's the coolest. That pitiful wizard Lockmere was a fool to send a buffoon like you to stop me. You will surely regret it, for the only thing here for you is a horrible death. The sound of maniacal laughter echoes in your ears. Like that. So we can... Well, first we want to take the torches. Torches seem to be important in this game because they're your time limit. They're based on actions. Every action you do, your torch goes down a little bit. And you have a certain amount of torches. If your torches go down to 0, you die. Except that it's kind of like a fake time limit. It sort of creates the impression that like you can get soft locked, but you can't really because every time you die, they give you another torch. Like they give you like a half dying torch. So you get like 10 additional moves, and you can just keep doing that over and over again. You can never actually soft lock from running out of torches. The only thing is it will be annoying because you have to constantly listen to the low torch music. That's really like the only punishment for like not managing your moves well, is just having to listen to the low torch music all the time. So let's see. Wait, this rug we probably can like burn. I think you can burn anything by just using the torch on it. But there's probably no point. Just show you. See, we burn the rug. You can burn all the rugs in the game, I think. And some of them you will have to. You gotta open. The door's locked. I think we need this key for this door. The skull key. Or maybe not. I guess the skull key is just for the main door. We come back for that door later. The side door later. And you can move 2 ways, which is cool. You can either click on, you can point at the doors on this screen, or you can use the map down here. It's nice to have a map. Well, that's something that some of the Japanese adventure games could have used. Although I do really like the Jesus bioweapons style of like the rotating space station graphic. That was really neat. But it is a great entryway. I think that in the MacVenture series, Deja Vu was actually first. And the Japanese release order was Deja Vu first as well. But in America, this one came out first. Even though Kemco actually made Deja Vu first. So most people think of this as being the first one. The ability to continue is a nice feature. Is that not in the original computer version? Maybe the computer version does let you get soft lock from running out of torches. I actually don't know. So this book here, we can look at it. If we try to take it, I guess I could just show you. If we try to take it, this happens. We die, of course. Whoa! Oh no, we fall to our death. There's the Grim Reaper. It's a sad thing that your adventures end here. It sure is, isn't it? Dying always puts you back like a room. I think you lose whatever progress you did in that room. Oh, it's save load only? That makes sense for being a computer game. That makes sense. Oh, I want to take these torches. One of these torches here is actually like a special magic torch. That's why it separates it in your inventory. We can look at it in the inventory. Something out of the ordinary. And that's a special torch, and it's important to notice that it's special because we needed to, like, burn a special enemy soon. So there's, like, an obvious secret door here. That's actually a secret passage. It looks like it'd be too small, but not. I don't know if you can you actually read this book? I don't remember. Maybe you can. Rectangular holes been cut out inside the book. Oh, you can get a key from that. Oh, good thing I checked. You just can't take the book. Alright. That might be the key for this door. I don't fully remember, like, everything. Whoops, I mean use. Well, if you've never played through this game before, either you should play it, or just watch me play through it now, and I guess that's good enough, because you'll have all the puzzles spoiled anyway. Graphic schmacks. Sword and a sling. That seems pretty important. We should take that stuff. Let me see if I can remember all, like, the usefulness of all these. There's a lot of items that are useless in this game, but the sword and sling, I think are... I'm not sure about the sword, actually, if that's ever used for anything. The sling definitely is used to, like, kill a Cyclops. So, we can go in the secret passage. Do we want to do that now? I guess. There's an arrow. I think that this arrow is needed for something. I think it's a silver arrow. Look at it. You can look at all your stuff. Finely crafted silver arrow. Oh, the torch is running out. Uh-oh. Take some more torches. Oh, you can't take that. You can't take those. I think it's because you have to move one of them. Oh, if we try to go in this door here, that ledge breaks. You can never go through that door, even though it shows a door there. Can't, right? I think what we need to do here is move or use. Here, I'll go ahead and I'm going to light the torch now. You use the torch on the other torch. Or wait, no? Or you use this. You just use the torch on it. Never mind, you just do that. There should be a secret passage here. Let's see. Open then? Let me look at these things. I thought there was a secret... there's definitely a secret passage here. Attached securely to the wall. Wait, this torch seems to be fastened to the wall with rather modern-looking nails. Yeah. Use? I think it's this one. You move the torch. You gotta use it. Alright. Hidden doors. Spiral staircase leading down. Yeah, so in here... You have the two bridges. The one on the right. If you try to cross that, you just die. Here, let's see what happens. Oh no, it collapsed under my feet. Oh, I'm dead. It's a sad thing that my adventures have ended here. So I think that there's no point in going that way yet, because I think that we need some kind of serpent staff. We'll go back the other way. Stones crafted by mountain dwarves. Obvious exits are north, south, and Dennis. We can open all these doors. Let's just open them one at a time. And, let's see. I guess... What dost thou do? I guess you want to go to the left first, maybe? A cold room, the stench of flesh and decay pervades the small chamber. So if you open this hatch here... Did I open it? This is the trap. A ladder. It looks like there's some place you can... Let's see. If we look at the ladder... Can we look? Yeah, I guess it's one of those things where there's no way to know until you try it. Not that it really matters in this version of the game. Or the other version either. You cheer Dennis on. Oh, it's just a fragment of a ladder. You can't even look at it to find that out. But whatever. It's okay, because dying is part of the fun. Doesn't really matter. So yeah, that's a trap. Little fun trap there. But we can take these torches. That's a pedestal. We need, like, crystals or something here. I don't think... Can we open this? We need a crystal to open this, I think. Or maybe not. I think if you put a crystal here, a crystal appears here. Large pedestal with an iron trim. We need a crystal for that. Which we shouldn't have yet. I don't remember where we get that from. And then here's the famous dragon room. There was a Steam remake of this game. I'm not a big fan of the Steam remake. I feel like it kind of... It's very similar. They redo a lot of puzzles to, like, either make them more fair or kind of mix things up. I feel like it kind of really loses a lot of the charm of this version. It's weird, though, because the Steam remake... They obviously, like, know that people like this one, so they redid the soundtrack to make it more like orchestral, which is like it's okay. It's a little bit more bland though than this game. They also included like the NES versions of the music, which is interesting. That's kind of cool, except that music does not fit the look of that game at all. You get for like $3. I'm not a big fan of that. It is interesting though how they just like stick the NES soundtrack in there. Whoops, I want to take this torch. Let's see. Okay, the torch actually... gets us killed. Taking anything from there... Okay, taking anything from there will get you killed. If you grab anything here, you need to grab the shield first. You're gonna take the shield. If you try to examine that chest, it's welded shut. You can only take a certain number of things. If you try to take more than you need, then the shield melts. So we need... I'm trying to remember what we need. We definitely need the spear for sure. We might need the axe. I'm not sure about that. Getting hot, you don't know how much longer you can stand it. I don't think you need the bones. I'm not sure about the helmet. Let's see how much stuff we can take real quick. A metal mix too? I didn't know about that. Yeah, that version, I saw McFly tried to play that version too. It's also pretty weird because it has like these strange kind of almost mobile-like interface elements, like this like wheel, like kind of click wheel kind of thing for the inventory and stuff, and I don't know, it's like the interface is kind of strange in that version. I guess I'll take the hammer. I don't know if we need... I think we might need the hammer for the mirror room. Let's try to take the torch, too. Did we die? It melts. Your body fares no better. So let's see. We can't take all that stuff. Let's see, what if we take the torch first? And then the helmet? I guess you can take 3 things. And then the axe, the hammer, I mean. So now we would be soft locked if we can't get that spear. But I think that we can't. Even, I don't know. Is this a thing that soft locks you? Is it leaving, entering, reset it? Let's check. Oh, I might have just soft locked myself by doing that. Let's find out though. I don't know if you can soft. Oh, apparently it does. Okay, so I guess that's how they prevent you from being soft locked. It does reset the melt count. Alright, well, I'm pretty sure we don't need the skull, so we'll be done there. We got all the weapons. We might need all of those. I can't quite recall. If we do. I know we need the spear for sure. You might need the hammer to break the mirrors. And the helmet, I can't remember what that would be used for. Let's go right now. Yeah, I'm not trying to get the pile of gold. Alright, we gotta cure our torch. Because there's different music in here. We gotta hear that music. Let's use a torch. Whoops! I just wasted my torch. Aw, man. Dude, can I here? Let me jump in the water and die. Oh, let me see if I can undo that by stabbing myself with the sword. You can commit suicide in this game, like this. Use sword on self. You thrust sword into your chest. Blood begins to flow. Suicide won't help in your quest. The Warlock Lord will surely triumph now. It's funny, can you burn yourself? Good question. Alright, so I think that should undo. Yeah, notice how when we do that, not only does it undo using those torches, but the torch that was dying is restored. So you do effectively have unlimited torches in this game. Hey Nutty, what's up? This game does rock. It's so good. Loved this game as a kid. I still really like it now. Yeah, so there's the key. Skeleton. Oh, there's a shark-infested lake. And you cannot hit the stupid shark. You gotta do something different. We need a sphere that freezes the lake. We don't have it yet. So let's try going in here. We can take these rocks, though. Let's take the rocks. I think we may only need one. But I'll take, 2, I guess? I don't want to take too many. You can take all of them, but it's like a waste of time. And of course there's a secret passage behind the waterfall. Because this clicking on this, I think this doesn't work. Because it says the way is blocked by a landslide. It's talking about this like door here. You can't move those rocks. But if you click move on here, like this little black space of the waterfall, secret passage. Whoa. The walls are much too close for comforts. Damp walls with an eerie cavern. The very hidden secret room. Well, I was able to find this as a kid. I mean, it's kind of obvious to try this. A lot of this stuff I think is able to be figured out. I mean, some of it with trial and error, and some of it with like a little bit of intuitive logic. People do get stuck on the beginning part, not knowing that you had to open the skull. I think that I knew that as a kid because, like, I read this Nintendo Power, and I'm sure that at least the first couple rooms had their solutions revealed. But I was definitely stuck on a couple of later things, which, like, I'll try to bring up as I remember. But that rock there, that's obviously something. It's quite loose. I think we need to hit it. Pow! The comic booky sound effects. Dude, let's take this bag. Bag 1, and we can open the things that we take, things like bag. It's a little bit strange, like, the way this works, because it opens, like, windows on top of windows. But this window right here is the bag window. We have to take all these things individually, and then close the bag. But that contains a bunch of gems that will help us solve puzzles now. And now we can close that bag. I guess we'll use the torch. Whoops. The block staircase. Oh, there's a method for getting in the original version, but it's very obtuse and well hidden. Secret room. Oh, and that's not even in this game, is it? What's in there? Some kind of developer thing? So we're done here. We got what we needed. We need to come back here in a second. With these gems that we got, we can now go back here. And that little gem hole, obvious gem hole there, we can put... I think we want to put the blue one there. Or maybe the white. Actually, I think maybe it's the white. It fits perfectly. They won't let you put the ones that don't fit. So when that makes this appear. This is all pretty obvious puzzle stuff right here. And nothing too obtuse at the moment. If you look at the sphere, I think it says it's cold to the touch, right? It's as cold as ice, so that's a pretty obvious clue to throw that in the water here. Whoa! It turns to ice. And then we can walk over there and grab the key. We don't have to worry about any sharks. And that skeleton, you can just leave him alone. He doesn't do anything. You can look at him if you want. You can't take it. I mean, look. A line-covered skeleton stares at you through eyeless sockets. Yeah, line-colored. A secret developer's room. A very specific potion placed in a very specific pixel and heat it, making it explode and blow away the rock. Skeleton chilling. It's just chilling. And it's also chilling. It's bone chilling. Right? Alright. Let's go through the final door here. We're still in the first part of the game, but not really for too much longer. Oh. Maybe I did want to go through that bottom way, actually. Before I go this way? There's a trap here. If you open, I think it's this coffin, slime goes across the path, and then you can't get through here anymore. You might be able to burn it, but I don't really remember. Let's try it. Let's open all the coffins. A mummy. You gotta burn that mummy to get a thing. There's the slime. Oh, it was that one. It's quite disgusting. Now, if we try to walk across here, we'll be... Oh, a banshee was in there. He doesn't kill you, he just annoys you. There's a bag. Yeah, so if we try to walk across now, we'll die. Which makes this impassable, of course. But there's another way to get there. If you go back the way I went before, through that secret passage, you can go around this. But, you might... I think you might be able to burn that slime, maybe? Not sure. The flame just went out. And you just die. Oh, okay, no. You know what? If you try to burn it, your torch just goes out and you die. Okay, so basically, don't open that. But if you do make that mistake and open that chest, or that coffin, you can just die and then not open it next time. So it's an easily reversible mistake. Even if you do, like, kind of save the game with this open, you can get around that by going the other way. We only want to open these two. We need to burn that mummy. You burn the mummy, a scepter. You get the scepter. He used to scare you. I could see this game scaring kids too. I mean, just because of the atmosphere. Like the music, the kind of dark atmosphere, and then like the kind of the colorful like death descriptions. The game lets you like plunge the sword into your chest and stuff like that. The frightening creatures popping out, even though like it doesn't matter if you die in the game, but take the bag. Open the bag. Copper coins? Yeah, I think that we need those. And you close the bag. And I guess we'll probably backtrack now, I think. We need to backtrack and go in there. You gotta love the low torch music. Very distressing. Very distressing music. I mean, for a kid, you know, like maybe for a kid I could see it being scary. Sure. Alright, here's the evil Wraith. This is the first enemy we have to figure out how to get past. And this is not really intuitive at all. But, I mean, it's not intuitive, but it's also not exactly stupid. Kinda makes sense enough. But basically, we look at this special torch again. The strange torch. I mean, you know, burn the Wraith with the strange torch. That's not really all that crazy of a solution. That's all that we do here. Or maybe not. There must be more than one way to do it. Oh, that, you know what? That's the thing that makes people get stuck on this, because you try to use the torch directly on it and it doesn't work. Yeah, there's like a weird, unintuitive way to do this. That's why people get stuck on this part. Like, you should just be able to use the torch on him, but I think that do we use this torch on the normal torch on the special torch? You have to light the special torch with the normal torch. The torch burns with a strange white flame. Which I guess makes sense because the torch is not lit. So using an unlit torch doesn't make sense. But it's definitely something that people get stuck on. Probably for that reason. Yeah, I may have got stuck on this too as a kid. Whoa, he's gone. It kind of makes logical sense, but definitely a bit unintuitive there. Because they could just have you use the torch on the rate, and then they could just like give you text like you light it and then use it, you know, right? Modern adventure game sensibilities would make you think. Let me see. Can we open this cloak? Is there anything in the pockets or anything like that? No, okay. We want to open this door and keep going. You know what's weird? There's some weird oddities in this game. I don't know if maybe they're holdovers from the MacVenture game. I never played that version. That screen. Oh, and uninvited. Oh, it's the one with like the lady with the skeleton face, right? Oh yeah, pretty Scarlett O'Hara, but she's a skeleton. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yep. I could see that. But as a kid, I was like watching movies like Alien when I was 8 years old. So I think at this point already, I did not get scared by stuff like this. So you know what's weird about this room? If you look at the map, it shows another door. We can look at, which you can't see on the screen here. If you look at it, it's too high for you to reach. So it's like acting like there's a high door here somewhere. And if we try to move to it, of course we can't. And that has no purpose. Just a complete red herring. It's pretty odd that that's there. Small stone chambers lined on one side by 2 barred portals. Right? This is where we get our first spell, and it makes a shortcut to link back to the path we were on before. Yeah, maybe it is supposed to be related to the high path in the other room that you can never go through. Although that would be odd, considering that was across a chasm that that door was in like a hallway, and then we crossed a chasm, and then we went to that room. So how would they be linked up? That doesn't really make sense, but maybe the developers were somehow thinking that. I don't know, I'm wondering if there was something to that in the MacVenture game that wasn't brought over. We can take all this crap here. The scroll, which we have to open. Your hand begins to sweat because of your extreme excitement. 5 to find, 3 are 1. 1 gives access to Bladed Sun. The silver orb to banish below, the staff of ages to vanquish the foe. Joining the 2, the golden blade, the last to invoke the platinum horn. So that's basically a bunch of clues about, like, the actions you have to take at the end of the game. That will be important later. Alright. Take a bottle here. Bottle 1, I forget what that's for. Bottle 2. I think bottle 2 is the one that lets us cross that chasm. Take the rope. You can't take the rope. Oh, that's weird, right? The reason you can't take that is because you're supposed to look at this. At porn. You have to look at it twice? Yeah, you have to look at that twice. That's like which is a common trick in Japanese adventure games as well. Epor. You got it. It seems to be some sort of magic word. So a little bit of a trick there. It's a red herring there too. It's weird, isn't it? See, the weird thing about that to me, like in the other room, the door that you can never go in, at least it's pictured, but it's weird to me that they have a door that's not even in the picture. Like it's not even portrayed in the art. Like, why even have it there? Like, that's very strange to me. Alright. So, now we got our first spell. Which is at the bottom, I think. If we use it right in the room where we got it. Because, of course, it's rope spelled backwards, so... There are many strange things in this world. When you said the magic spell, the rope moved. Having stretched up the hole, the rope stopped moving. So that's what that spell is for. Pretty straightforward. It's just a little bit tricky because you have to look at the thing twice. But it's pretty obvious to cast it in here. And I think that's the only use for that spell. We can open... You can see the outline of the door in the wall here. That's pretty clear secret door here. You can open that. Whoa, secret door. Oh, can we look in these gratings too? Let's see what happens if we look at these. Sturdy bars seal this cage. Your nose detects the presence of a concealed animal. Don't worry, we'll never encounter that animal. Cold water from the limestone drips on your neck. Yes. So what is this thing that looks like a scale? It's obviously a place to put another gem. Pretty obvious thing here. We need a blue gem for this. This looks like another door, but this is actually just back the way we came, I think. You hear the sound of grinding stone. The wall slowly rises to reveal a magical image of an old wizard. Whoa! Look at this. This is just like a cutscene. This is this game's equivalent of a cutscene. Listen, warrior, the warlock lord can only be defeated by thy courage and the staff of ages. Remember, 5 to find, 3 for the staff, 1 to be the key, and 1 to be thy pathway. Oh, have thy wish about thee, warrior, fare thee well. The wall slides back into place, hiding the image from your sight. A scroll appears. So I guess that's the wizard who got us into this mess in the first place. He's not much help, really. Take that. Open that. You can waste these bottles. I feel like that has to be something that can soft lock you in this game, because bottle 2 you need to use to cross the bridge. And if you don't, and if you waste it somewhere else, then you just can't cross that bridge anymore. So that it feels like that has to be something that soft locks you, but maybe it doesn't. I don't know how it wouldn't, though. I don't know if you can get another one. There's a second one later. Oh yeah, that's true. But what if you use them both up, then? Does it reappear? Anyway, I'm gonna open the scroll. You've read the scroll. As the shadow of the wind thou shalt be. Humana. My favorite insurance. Good, it vanished. I like when items that are useless disappear. Like in Resident Evil. That could soft lock. So you can soft lock in this game. Anyway, if we go up this rope here, I think it's pretty difficult to do. Like, they try to make it difficult to do, but because there's like things like the dragon room where you can leave and come back and get more items. Like, it seems like they tried to generally make it hard to soft lock, but it seems like there are a couple things that can do it. Like using like wasting one-use items. They put a second bottle too, in case of wasting the first one, which could easily happen. So they put some thought into that, but I mean, it's probably enough though. I mean, the fact that they put a second one is kind of enough. Reminds you of the Funhouse and King Otto's Fair. Take the torches. Let me check something. torch. The broom. I think this broom might be useless, but I guess I'll take it anyway. I think that this broom is one of the potential items that could answer a riddle. But you may... Yeah, no, I think it's not useless. I think it's one of the potential real items. But you may or may not get it. If I recall correctly. So here... If we go back... We're back in this room. Go forward again. So that completes that loop. Their price is $75. Wow. I assume that's, like, for all 6 is a bulk price. Well, they better be damn good at that price. I don't mind paying for quality, though. I'm just a little bit skeptical of the quality of those games. I'll have to take a closer look at them. But I probably wouldn't get them anyway. Like, I don't really need... I'm not that interested in, like, retro game remasters. I'd rather just play the original versions. Alright, so I left and re-entered the room. Now I can break these mirrors, and we can die without any repercussions. I think this is what we need the hammer for. I think this is the only... You'd think that, like, a spear you could break it too, or a helmet, or anything metal, but you gotta use the hammer. Here, let's just check. Can we use the helmet? Probably not. You're wasting your time. You gotta use the hammer, idiot. You have to break the middle one. If you break the left or the right, you die. But let's check out the deaths. As soon as you break the mirror, shards of glass fly through the air and slice your body. Blood pours from your wounds, and your body slumps to the floor. I like the graphic death descriptions. So that's not good. But what if we break the right mirror? That couldn't be as bad. You have opened a magic portal into deep space. You are immediately sucked through. The lack of air causes you to quickly lose consciousness. The Grim Reaper quickly embraces you. That's bad. Yeah, that's true, Veritasu. It is pretty cool that they did let them get away with it. A funny thing about this game, apparently, I don't know if you guys know this, but the Japanese version of this game is considered to be kusoge. Like, the Japanese term for a shitty game. Only because, apparently the descriptions, like the writing in the Japanese version is considered to be, it's written in such a way where it's considered to be ridiculous. So, the Japanese consider this game to just be, like, funny. It's a little fun fact. I thought that was odd too. Like, the Shadowgate is considered to be a bad game in Japan, but apparently it is. You gotta break the middle one, like a Norse god, and that reveals a door. For some reason, these glass shards don't pierce you and kill you. Go figure. Open up the door. Locked! Well, that's probably what key 3 is for. So we're making progress. We're almost finished with, like, the first part of the game. So we consider this, like, first location to be the first part. Once we go through here, we're kind of into, like, the second part of the game. We gotta get past these rooms first. These trial rooms. Super hot! Okay. So you can't... You know what? I forgot something. I just remembered. We need that... Shit, I didn't mean to do that. You can't even go in there. We have to go back. Because I forgot about the sphere. We need that sphere again. And to get that, we have to actually use the torch on the ice to melt the ice again. The sphere floats to the top. Not surprisingly, the water refreezes. Is that not surprising? I feel like it could be. Anyway, take the sphere. You think that the ice... Well, I mean, whatever. Can you melt it again? Not sure if you can. Do for fun. You cannot. The time you opened an airlock and sent Leo to his death in the vacuum of space. I do remember that. That was funny. But Leo forgive me for that. U.S. adventure games are surprisingly not popular. I mean, you would think that since Japanese adventure games, like adventure games on the Famicom were really popular, and this game is well made. It's like it's a little bit different style than a lot of the Japanese ones, but there were a couple of Japanese ones that are this style. Like that one. Well, I don't know if it was popular, but that one where you played the big dude, the big mustache dude, and you walk around. It was, I guess, that was more like King's Quest kind of style. I mean, there's a couple of like Akira. Well, Akira is more like menu based, I think. I mean, this is menu based too, but Akira is more like Japanese menu based, where you don't really have an inventory. It's not based around using items on everything. Yeah, actually, no, I guess like this style. There hasn't really been anything this style for the Japanese ones. Like there haven't been any Japanese adventure games where you just go around with like a gigantic inventory and use items on everything. So now we have the sphere. Oh, before that we need to wear the cloak. The cloak protects us from the fire. Otherwise we can't even enter the room. So that's the first thing. Use the cloak. I think we use it on ourselves. Because it just barely fits or whatever. So now we can actually enter here. We begin to sweat profusely. I don't think we're going to have time to... I don't know if we'll have time to finish this tonight. Maybe. I mean, we're going at a decent pace. But I don't want to finish it like after everybody's gone to bed. That's no fun. It's already past midnight. We need... So the thing we just got, the sphere. Where did that go? We still can't walk past this fire because it's too hot. Okay, let's see what happens when I try to do it. Suddenly you feel a gust of wind. Oh, okay, that's what happened. Searing blast of heat knocks you across the room. Whoa! Alright, it's because of that guy. So now if we use the sphere... Actually, I think if you use the sphere first, this guy might not even appear. I'm not sure about that. But we want to see him anyway. So now we throw the sphere in there. And the sphere actually gets 2 uses. So that's a bit of a little clever trick there as well. The fact that you can get the sphere back and reuse it. You might not think that you could do that. The fire drake immediately leaves. So that's that room. Yeah, oh, he doesn't. So yeah, that's a kind of cool thing. So here we have like a second trial room here. When we try to cross here, this little bridge, of course there's going to be a troll. This bridge is mine. It'll cost you a gold coin to cross. So, let's see. I think that... I think if you give him a... I'm trying to remember. If you give him a gold coin, he just takes it and then says, haha, I took your coin. Right? So, he's just an asshole. This guy I remember getting stuck on. Like, I remember distinctly. I don't know why, but yeah, if you just try using all of your items on him, you'll eventually get him. It's not really obvious why you would use this. There's a specific weapon you have to use, and that is the spear. I don't know why you use the spear instead of the sling, or the sword, or the hammer. I don't know why those don't work. See, if you use the sword on him, look what happens. You can't trick me! He kills you. James, I was just killed by a troll.
You didn't use the spear.
Yeah, I didn't use the spear. I was a fool.
But you know this time.
Now I know better. I learned my lesson. Sure. I'm gonna use the spear. Well, first I'm gonna make him appear, and then I will use the spear. That rhymes. Use it. He falls silently into the dark cavern. You listen, but you do not hear him crash. You know why? Because he's gonna reappear later. Yeah, so I remember getting stuck on that. Whoa! What do we got here? A sizable raid from Shauna Berry Blast? Hey, Shauna Berry Blast! And people from the Shauna Berry Blast stream, do you guys like good NES games? You've come at a good time. You meant to raid? Ah, it's the same thing. Hey, Booster Shane. Hey, Kev Larson. How's it going? Thanks for the hug. I appreciate the virtual hugs. Hey, Dan Schoening. Yeah, we're making progress. You know why? Because I'm very familiar with this game, so we're just kind of like taking a little tour through the game. I'm giving you guys a guided tour. I know this game too well. How are you doing, Shauna Berry Blast? What were you playing? What? Oh, thank you. I got a host and a raid? We get to hear the alert twice. That's good. Hey there, Ice TR. Oh, thanks. You're number one, Kev Larson. I've always said that about you. What were you playing, Shauna? Oh, you're probably working on Karna, I guess? Were you working on the Karnovs? Here we got like the third trial room. This dude, Cyclops. This guy is obvious, of course. You use the sling. The only thing is that you have to load the rock into the sling first, but I mean, it's by this point.
Ribsta subscribe.
Ribsta. Oh. Shadowgate is good. Shadowgate is good. It's very good. It's funny, like all these like Japanese adventure games we've been looking at, but honestly, I feel like this port of the American of a MacVenture game is like the best one. I even like it more than Bioweapon Jesus. Hey, Got Scarab. Bioweapon Jesus was awesome, but I still like Shadowgate more. Oh, where are we? Oh, yeah. 22 months, Chad. We gotta put you on the sheet. We do subscriber requests here. Every month you subscribe, you get 1 hour of request time. I got a little sheet here. Put Ribsta down. Ribsta still has all of his hours to use. Maybe someday he'll just, like, force me to play a long RPG. Who knows? Yeah, we have new quotes. Hey there, Cracks Ultima. Ribsta is a cool guy. Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with what you said. Hey, Wolf Manx. You only watch speedruns? Well, I'm no speedrunner. Yeah, our friend Metroid McFly does, or he has speedrun this game in the past. I'm no speedrunner, but I know the game pretty well, so we're just taking a little fun run through the game. Because I'm playing all the, in case you don't know, I'm doing a little project. I'm playing all the NES and Famicom games in chronological order. You see the number down there in the bottom left, the corner. This is the 649th game we've played. This is, we're in 1989 now. And we're just playing we're just checking out all the games in order. But I am trying to, like, I'm trying to give each one its due time, and we're beating a bunch of them, so it's still taking a long time. Gift Skittles your hours. I don't know. I think those are non-transferable. I think is what we said. This is on NES. It's originally on MacVenture. The Macintosh. It's a MacVenture game on the Macintosh. And I don't recall if it's on any other system. But it's originally on the Macintosh. This is NES though. Super Punch-Out? Oh, you do? Oh, nice. That's a really good game. Hey, Max the Bear. Yeah. Well, we've checked out 650 games so far. 649. I know, it's fun. Yeah, see, and I mean, I'm sure you've heard of like the projects like NES Mania. I'm not doing that. I'm not beating all the games because it takes too long. We just more want to check them all out. But I've beaten a lot of them. I've beaten a lot of hard ones. We beat both Kung Fu and Gunsmoke. What's game number 1? Well, we're going in chronological order, so the first 3 are actually released on the same day. I think it's the Black Box games. Donkey Kong Jr., and Popeye are the first 3. They were all released on the same day. July 15th of 1983. So, yeah, we started in 1983, we've been working our way through, we're in 1989 now. Oh yeah, so I load the stone in the sling. Torch timer. F? No, that's okay, we can just leave it running while I just talk, it's fine, it's not running that much. The torch, by the way, the torch only goes down when you do action. It doesn't actually... The torches don't run down in real time in this game. Where's the sling? Did you have a good stream today, Sean and Barry Blast? Were you doing Karnov? Eventually I beat every game ever made? Yeah, maybe. Probably not every game, but I'm gonna beat a lot of them. I'm only 40 years old, I'm so young. I got 60 more years of video games to play. Just think of how many games I could beat. So now we use the sling on this guy. He's a Cyclops, so this is pretty obvious. Death of the Philistine. But we can also use this crank to get the bucket, and then we can open the bucket, I guess, to look inside. It's a little weird. Get a gauntlet. Too young to have played them? To have played many, yeah. Well, you can always... I mean, yeah, that's always the case. But you can always go back and play more. It sounds like you've played some. And that's pretty cool. You can always play more. There's a whole universe of games to play. But this guy... That music means the torch is running low. Trying to play every retro console game ever made? Yeah, I don't know if I will ever get... I mean... I don't think I'll ever go quite that far. I think NES is the only console I want to do this with, but there are a lot of games in the other consoles I want to play, though. Yeah, you can't take his stuff. He does come back. I think that, that's why you need additional stone. I don't know if you can get soft locked if you run out of stone. Lots of green splits, that's good, right? And pan splits. Oh, that's not good. Alright, let's get rid of the bad torch music by lighting another torch. Because the music here is really good. Here we have another carpet we can burn for no reason. You can, like, burn all the carpets in this game if you want to. Right? We can burn this one, I think. I think there's maybe one that has something under it. I take the torches. So as I mentioned before, you can't get soft lock from the torches running out. It does seem like there's a couple things that can soft lock you in this game, but it's kind of hard to do. It's basically like the second part of the game here. Mega Man? Castlevania. Those are good ones to start with, because those are popular ones, and for a reason. skill right if no Flip Super Famicom. We'll play it. I mean, we just played through and beat Super Ghosts and Ghouls not too long ago. We'll play more Super Famicom games than NES games. 700 hours of Mahjong. That's the most important part. These rugs. You need rugs if you want to, and tapestries if you want to make your castle look good. Take the book. Just gonna take everything. Open the desk. Look at all this stuff for us to take. Some of this stuff is probably useless, but I don't remember which is which, so we better just take it all just in case. We can close the desk. You can't separately open this drawer down here, just like, I'm pretty sure. And then like here, these books, I don't remember if you can like take any books. You don't have time to read every one of them. Think of your quest. I don't think you do anything with the books. The map here, I think we can take that. And there's a skull. This skull, I think, does have a use. It could be, I think it's potentially one of the Sphinx's riddle items, maybe. And then this indentation should be for the red gem. The final of the gems that we picked up. Yeah, I'm doing, not 714. I'm doing NES and Famicom. All NES and Famicom. So that should be at least 1,500. Around 1,550 games. That's probably not including like other regions, like Chinese games, like which I might do. And I haven't decided yet if we're gonna play like unlicensed games, because that's even more. Speedrun, Ninja Gaiden. Yeah, that's a tough game, but it's probably a really fun speedrun game. Really competitive though. I do like all Ninja Gaiden games. Used to play Mahjong on PC. Shauna, did you play Mahjong or did you play what is it called? Shanghai, the solitaire version of Mahjong. Just wondering, because I think a lot of us played the solitaire version, Shanghai, which just uses the Mahjong tiles, but it's. We have played some Mahjong games for Famicom. I like know a tiny bit about how to play Mahjong, but I don't know like all the hands and stuff. It's pretty complicated. Use the red gem. Open there. It is a lot, and it could be even more, but like do Chinese games or something, which I don't know if we're gonna do yet, but I probably should do a couple of them at least. Then there's PAL. Yeah, PAL, there are not a ton of exclusives for PAL. We probably will, I don't know, I'm just going off of Dr. Sparkle of Crontendo's list right now. I'm assuming that he's gonna count PAL, but I don't really know what he's doing with that. 4-player Mahjong is great. It's an interesting game. I'd like to try playing like Mahjong for real someday. Poker, I think the poker might be useless. The bellows is definitely a potential Sphinx riddle item. He's got a bunch of those. This cup, I don't know if that has a use. Can we light this fireplace? Let me see. Or do we? I don't think that's a secret passage. Oh, was legit? Mahjong? Yeah, if it's like 4 players, then it's legit. If it's solitaire, it's not actual Mahjong, it's just using the tiles. Yeah, it's some interesting stuff on PAL. What about that troll game, right? You never watched someone play a point-and-click adventure game? There's a bunch of Japanese ones that didn't come to America, which we played. We played an interesting one just a little while ago called like Jesus Kyofu no Biomonster, which was a pretty fun one. It's space sci-fi one. We can open this globe. I think, can we do it manually? There's a way to open this globe. It might need a spell. Alright, I think we need to look at the scrolls we got now. Didn't we get some scrolls? Let's see, what did we not open yet? scroll 1. We did not open... Let me look at the map, too. I forget what that's all about. Quite detailed, although incomplete. Not sure what that's for. You gotta open these scrolls. And the book, too. Ancient leather-bound parchment. Open it. Yeah, I know this game like very well. I played through it multiple times, so we'll see if I forget anything, but I'm probably going to remember most of the solutions. So I won't be figuring anything out for this one. Terra-Tarak. That's the spell that opens the globe, I'm pretty sure. The fact that it has Terra in the name is kind of the clue there. You read the scroll. Move the sun from far to near. Light is what the darkness fears. Instantum illumina. I will use that later. So now we use the spell we just learned. Bring Mahjong to the GDQ. See, someone needs to get a Mahjong set, though. You know what would be awesome is if I'm sure there's somebody's got to have one, like an actual Mahjong set with like real pieces, like made out of, you know, ivory or something, or glass. That would be awesome. That's the kind of Mahjong I want to play. But we'd also need like some kind of guide to like explain all the hands. Also, I only know how to play Riichi Mahjong, the Japanese variant. The Chinese Mahjong is a little bit different. So now we use this spell. On the PC. Yeah, I played a bunch of Sierra ones when I was younger. I always liked those. Does that open the globe? Yeah. Now we can take even more stuff. A new key and a bottle. Forget what that does. I believe we can jump out this window to our death, but I guess we won't do that. I forget it. Can you light this fireplace? Let me check. Adding warmth to the room. I don't think that has any use, but we can do that. And you can also burn this rug, I think, too. No point in doing that. Just fun to change the graphic. No loose bricks here or anything. This music putting you into a trance. That's one of the more trance-like tracks right here. Here, let's get a different track going then. Oh, but sorry, we're gonna hear that music again in just like 1 second though. Because I'm gonna go in this room now. Smells like a kennel. Alright, there's like an evil dog. If we open this, I think we die. Let's see what happens. Let's open it. Pretty sure that we will die. A mutated dog pounces on you. Looks like the doctor put something strange in the dog's water. Before you can do anything else, the mutation quickly rips you apart. That's too bad. A Swedish-made game? Was Shadowgate the MacVenture one Swedish-made? I don't know. That's interesting. It was. Whoops. You don't want to do that. So, like, here's something weird. This is another thing I think I got stuck on as a kid, but this handle here, you can't open this. This handle. It won't open. Now, how do you... There's like a weird way to get this open, I think. Like, you use it or take it or something. The stone rises slowly out of the floor. A shining vial's inside it. Okay, yeah, okay, so that's it. You have to use it, but not open it. Which I think that's a bit like the torch with the wraith thing. It's not really... It's not really like obtuse what you're supposed to do, but the method of doing it is kind of strange and can kind of throw you off. I was definitely stumped on that as a kid. Like wondering what that handle on the floor was for. Until I just like randomly did that. This thing I think has no purpose, I remember. Like a spittoon or something. strange poisonous looking liquid in the pot. It really stinks. Oh, we can take a bunch of this crap. Illinois grown? Made in the USA, says Wikipedia. It could have been made in the USA by a Swedish person, though. ICOM is from Wheeling, Illinois. Yeah. I don't know. You can take all this stuff. Bottle 2. There is a second bottle 2, which is an important item, in case we waste the first one. Bottle 4. A lot of these bottles are, like, useless, though. Test tube. Bottle 2. Oh, you actually get 3 bottle 2s. They try to make it harder for you to soft lock. That's nice of them. Did we open that book? I don't think that we did. Where's my torches? It's the book again. One issue with this game is the amount of items you start to have in your inventory gets very unwieldy by like this point in the game. Like scrolling through all the things gets to be a bit of a pain. You can't read the strange writing in the book. Forget what you do with this book. I don't remember what you do with the book, actually. I hope it's not anything important. And go in here. Get some good music here. The music was made by Japanese people. That's true because this port is made by Kemco, Japanese developer, and the soundtrack is Kemco added. So, and this to me this is like the version to play just because of the graphics and music are so good. Yeah. So if we try to, let's see what happens. If we try to take this flute, we will die. I think. Watch. You touch the water and pain explodes through your hand. The water is extremely acidic and obviously not good for drinking. Oh, it doesn't kill you though. Anyway, that's what we need the gauntlet for. We probably want to put the gauntlet on now. Surprised it doesn't just kill you though. And now we can take this flute and then maybe we use that here. I don't remember by using it here. It seems like you wake from a dream, only to find a hole in the tree. Is it real? The flute's music is just like magic. You gotta use the flute in the room where you get it. I mean, that's not really that hard to figure out because it's probably the first thing you would do is to use it here. The Big 20. Oh, that makes more sense. This could have been in the Big 20, I don't really recall. I feel like one of these games, one of the MacVenture games was in it. The glitched run, you pick up the glasses so many times it overflows the inventory? No, I haven't. The glasses, you can like dupe the glasses, huh? Illinois did? I did not know that. Huh. Let me see. At this point, we probably want to go back. I should have done this before. We should probably go... Well, if we go back, we're going to have to deal with that shit. I guess we're ready for it, though. Like, that guy comes back. This guy comes back. This guy will come back. This guy doesn't come back, but... And we could have done this earlier and avoided having to deal with this crap. But, I forgot, so... It's okay, we can do it now. We have to cross this bridge here. And to do that, I think it's bottle 2 that we use. Let me look at the bottle. Small silver vial. Glows with a lustrous shine. The bottle's impossibly light. Oh, I wonder what it could be for. It's to make you lighter, of course. Bottle 3 is just a silver vial. We use that. This seems to be one of the things that can soft lock you because there's a limited number of these. And you can only cross this bridge so many times. Whoops. Oh, do I use the bottle on myself? Yes, I do. And now we can go. Now we can cross the bridge. If we cross the bridge without that, we just die. A snake in a cave. Okay, I think you use the scepter here? I think? Or, I hope I didn't, maybe I didn't bring the right thing. I think we use the scepter. Oh, it's not, oh, what was it then? We need to change the snake into a staff? Was it a spell? I don't really recall. Oh yeah, it's probably something that you do have to go. You do have to come back here from the other area, don't you? So it is probably something in that area that's past the troll. Probably not any of this junk. I think it's obvious once I get it. Some kind of like wand you use on him or something. I don't think I have whatever it is yet. Came back here prematurely. I was thinking it was the scepter, but that is wrong. It's not the flute. Okay, that's alright. We have more bottle 2s though, so we're not soft locked yet. The developers thought of that. Let's just drink some of our random bottles to get them out of our inventory. I forget what this stuff is for. I don't remember if you need any of the rest of these. Drinking bottle 1 just kills you. So that's bad. What was, let's see, bottle 4? Glug, you swallow the viscous liquid. It's like drinking tar. That probably is for no purpose. We can just get rid of that. What about bottle 5? See what that does. It's sweet as sugar. That probably does nothing as well. Bottle 3 is like drinking tar. That crap. Okay. Pretty sure that those are all useless. Music's so good, isn't it? You don't know Jack, MacVenture, Hubert? Oh, really? Wow. Now these guys are gonna be... Is he gonna be back? Yeah, there he is. The troll is back. So he has our spear now. That means we can't use it again. In order to get past him now, we have to do something different. It's not at all related to what we did before, so this is a bit weird. But we use the Humana spell. It makes you invisible, so you can get past him. You know what's odd about that? You'd think that being invisible would let you get past many creatures, but apparently every other creature in the game can see invisible things except for that troll. Go figure, huh? Because it does nothing here. One of the arbitrary things. We need to use our stone. I need to get another stone later. Stone with the sling. Music is so good. Then we use the sling on him. Alright, continue our exploration over here. You know what I haven't done in a while? Or you know what I haven't done ever since I started playing this? Is save. Oh, does the start button actually give you clues? I don't remember that. How do you save it? Is it when you die? Oh, down there in the corner. we should probably save. I've been forgetting to save. That was the first save I made in this game. Oh, it showed the rug being burned there for a second when we came in. So here's a place where I think burning the rug actually does something good, if I recall. There's a key under there. You have to burn that rug. Take it. You can also burn this tapestry, I think, if you want to for fun. You torch the tapestry. Oh, good. And we can take this crest. That might be useless. There's 3 doors here. Let's take the bottom one. Oh, it's locked. I think these are all locked. I think these doors are what keys 4, 5, and 6 are for. Oh man, some more really good music. The soundtrack of this game is so out of control. How good it is. That's why you have to play this version. It's mandatory. You have to play this version of the game. Not the music. It's too good. More doors. Lightning. We need a lightning rod for here. Do we have? We need a rod. I don't think we have the rod we need for here. Alright, we get 2 things we can take here. A pot of gold! In this game, usually when you try to like grab the treasures, like the obvious bait treasures, you tend to die. Like in this situation. Oh, we're dead. You've fallen. As you move the pot, you realize you have fallen for the oldest trick in the book. The oldest trick in the book, leaving a golden pot on a stone balcony that is set to collapse. That's the oldest trick in the book. The alligators really enjoy your company. Oldest trick in the book. Let's take the bag. We actually need this bag. Got gold coins. Oh boy, and a big coin. I think that we need that stuff. We probably only need one of the gold coins, but I'll take them all anyway. Done here. Come back there later. If we look... I'm gonna light the torch. Was there something with this wall here? No. Okay. Just checking. Small throne room. A skeleton wearing a gold crown sits on a throne in front of you. Cool. So, this guy I think we want to give the scepter to? Because he's like a king, so he needs a scepter. Kind of makes sense. Not really too hard to figure out anyway. Yeah, he likes that, then the panel opens. A ring-shaped hole, and we have a ring. The ring is not to wear, it's to put in here. Use the ring. Secret passageway, go in! Large granite slabs. So there's a fun trick here. This thing that looks like a door, if you try to go in here, you know what happens? You die. Without thinking, you jump through the opening and immediately hear a loud click. Yeah, if only you would have thought and realized that there was a trap that you could not have possibly known about. Suddenly, the granite slab of your quicksand crushes you. It's a pretty funny trap. Totally without thinking. I mean, could you have looked at that ahead of time? It is very dark. It's a huge stone slab. Well, it does identify this huge stone slab above the passage at least. It sort of tips you off. Not really though. Not like in Max, of course. Get more torches. Double-digit torches. Nice. You get plenty of torches in this game, like way more than you need. Alright, there's some gargoyles there or something. If we try to go in here, I'm pretty sure that we die. Let's check. They begin to shudder and their eyes begin to glow red. Just like in that movie, The Never-Ending Story. Whoa! And they rip us to pieces. There's not even enough of you left to feed the birds. I don't usually feed my birds with, like, human flesh scraps, but I guess there wasn't enough anyway for the birds. That's a shame. I love that movie, dude. That movie's so good. The soundtrack is so good. The atmosphere is so good. Man, kids' movies were, like, amazing in the 80s. But yeah, the sequel's not so much. That's true. I never even... I think the third one had, like, Jack Black in it or something. I never saw the third one. I heard it was especially bad. The second one I remember, like, seeing as a kid and recognizing that it was, like, not good. Alright, we might be able to get past them using Humana, I think. This might be the other place where we use it. Or maybe not. Or do we use Illumina here? You get to shade your eyes. The gargoyles were also affected. You see? You see what you got? You see that? In this room, with these gargoyles that have sight, that rely on sight to see, which we know because we just use a light spell to blind them, so we know that they have sight. The other spell we have that makes us invisible, that doesn't work at all. Why would that work? That's stupid. But the spell that blinds them so that they can't see us, that works. You see that? That's how Shadowgate is. Are you into drawing games? Do you mean? Oh, you mean like Drawful and stuff? I wouldn't say that I'm into them, but I played those a bit. James, what are you making? It smells good. Oh, Spanish omelet. Oh, really? Oh, wow. Spanish omelet. What do you put in that? I was wondering. I'm not like really hungry, but it smelled really good though. Oh, thanks. I appreciate it. Our roommate is making Spanish omelet. Hey, Miralupa, what's up? Yeah, I have played this before. I played it a bunch, so I kind of know what to do. So you won't get to see me struggle. I'm sorry. I don't think so, anyway. Maybe I forgot something though. Infrared vision, yes. Oh, you did? Oh, the remake. Oh, did you? What did you think about that, Colin? We talked about that before. Companion stream for omelet. Alright, there's a well here. You can open the well. And we can look inside. And you know what happens if we jump in there? Of course we die. Should we do that for fun? I think we die anyway. Yeah. No water below. Interesting, adds a lot more story. Yeah, that is interesting. I didn't get far enough into that game to to find that out. But the story. Yeah, I was. Yeah, I mean, it is interesting in some of the things it does, and like having the NES soundtrack. But I feel like that version doesn't really have the charm of this version. It's not bad though. Simple drawing like Scriblio. I do art streams. I just happen to like do a webcomic for a living. We do a Patreon stream once a month. We do art. You can check out some of the VODs if you're interested. I'm not a big egg person, actually. Yeah, so here, I think, so another weird thing, this door is a red herring door. I think it can never be opened. There's no key for it. So we can go down here with the coin, but I think maybe we want to save that for later. We don't need to do that right now. Sulfurous fumes. We need another spell for this. We don't have the spell. We'll have to come back. We need another spell for that room. We're not really ready for that path anyway, so we'll come back there. So what are the... I think we need keys 5 and 6 here. Which ones do we have? We have 5. We have both. So we'll use 5. I think it's this door? Or maybe... You can't find a keyhole. Did I click on it? There we go. Red herrings. I don't see no fish. Anyone ever eaten red herring before? I haven't, I don't think. I like to lay jigsaw puzzles. Oh, really? Like digitally, you mean? So there's some interesting things about this room. There's the Sphinx. I've been mentioning him. He's gonna give us a riddle. But also, if you look at these stairs here, these marks are not. Actually, this is one of the more clever things in the game, in my opinion. But these marks are not random marks on the stairs. These are a clue towards the lever puzzle for later. It shows you which levers to pull. And it's pretty easy to like just miss this and think these are random markings. I believe it starts like this with all the levers up, then you pull the right one, then you pull the middle one, and then you lift the right one again. Yeah, I believe that's how it is. So anyway. And also we can talk to this guy. He will not let us pass, I don't think. Well, let me just double check. As you move, the Sphinx spoke. Who are you? No one may pass without my permission. To pass you must answer a riddle. First burnt and beaten, drowned and pierced with nails, then stepped on by long-faced animals. Dost thou know? Bring me the answer to my riddle and I shall let thee pass. That's horseshoe. Long-faced animals stepped on. That's the giveaway there. So there's his riddles are random. A bunch of the random, seemingly useless items here, like the skull, I think, and the broom. A bunch of these can be potential riddle answers, but we probably only need one. Because we probably will need to go back up there, I think. So let's use our... Bellows can be one, too. I don't remember how many riddles there are. What am I looking for? Horseshoe. Horseshoe is what we're looking for. You have correctly answered my riddle, warrior. You may now pass. Yeah, jigsaw puzzles are fun. I haven't really tried to do a jigsaw puzzle since I was a kid. It's been a long time. So here we have more stuff. Scroll. That's probably the other spell which we need. Observing the stars, the throne constellation appears once every 5 summers. Legend says that it is a portal to another land. Wait, what again? Oh, that's not a spell. throne constellation. I forget what that means. It will probably come back to me later. This map here, we can do something with this. Ornate carving of a shooting star. We can take that, I think. And we might also be able to open this map. Yeah, you can move the map. You have to use the open command. That's a little bit tricky. Silly putty? Okay, that's interesting. Take this. That's the rod. We need that for the lightning balcony. Let's go up here. It's a woman. It's a lady. You're so captivated by the woman's beauty, you momentarily forget her predicament. Yes, in the moonlight, she's even more beautiful. Let's talk to her. I'm sure there's nothing nefarious or suspicious about this situation. It doesn't seem to understand what you say. Funny how it calls the lady it, isn't it? That's rude. Well, maybe... I'm sure it's just a perfectly nice lady, though. Maybe we should just take this thing and see what happens. Oh, no, it wasn't a lady at all. It was a werebeast. Oh, man, I never saw that coming. Wow. Too bad. So she's bad. She's actually she's a werebeast. We have to kill her. We need something silver. And the only thing silver we have is the silver arrow we got a long time ago. Maybe we should try that. Let's try to arrow her. If you try to use any other weapons, I'm pretty sure you just get killed. But this arrow made of silver. Your aim is true as you plunge the silver arrow into the beautiful woman. I guess Nintendo just allowed this stuff because it was only flavor text and not too graphic, kinda. You can't save the babe. It's not a babe, it's a wolf. She's wolfing, Colic. Now we can take this thing. Look out the window. Don't jump out there. Oh, was there something with the telescope, too? Oh, now we get another riddle. You look at me, I look back, your right hand raises, I my left. You speak, but I in vain. You look at me, I look back, your right hand raises, I my left. So that sounds like reflection. Sounds like a mirror? Do I have that? Did I need to use that telescope for something? I don't recall. I kind of don't remember. Maybe it sounds like mirror, but I don't have maybe there's a mirror somewhere else I can get. I just won't worry about it right now. Does anybody remember if you need to use the telescope? I went right past it without... Oh, the mirror, here. Oh, the mirror? Yeah, I didn't even think to take that. That's... Okay, never mind. It's just that. Here you go. This is for you. Try using this telescope real quick. You're amazed by the clarity of the night sky. Maybe it doesn't do anything. Alright. I don't really remember using that for anything, so I guess it's probably not a big deal. So if you want, when you're playing this, you can just ignore the torches and just keep going. Let me show you something. Should be key 6 for this door. You can just not bother with the torches. If you don't mind the torch music, that is. Actually, maybe we should go back here real quick and use the rod. A delicious Ravensburger? Brazil 2000 piece waterfall took you 3 months to make. Oh, really? Wow. That's a puzzle. Wow. 2,000 pieces. That's pretty beautiful. I can imagine that would take a long time. Tell us about the thing that definitely happened. I ain't lying, Skittles. As sure as this rod will attract lightning. One of these days, I'm gonna have a tiger burger. It might have been a possum. I mean, possum might taste a lot like lion. That's true. Oh, Skittles will... He always brings the lion burger back up. I don't think you know what's funny is I don't think I've ever eaten a possum. You are startled to see a skeletal hand rise from a hole. It's formed at your feet. Hey, thanks for the follow. Do you drink too much coffee to have patience for a puzzle like that? Oh, for the waterfall. It's a pretty beautiful puzzle. Well, I'm gonna take this. That's like the wand, I guess? So that's what I need for this snake, I'm pretty sure. Oh, we're dead. So... Whoops. So if you die from the torch going out like that, all it does is put you back in the last room you were in, but the torch gets relit and it's for free. So that's why you can never die. You can never get soft locked from torches in this game, at least. You can just like choose to not bother lighting the torches if you want. That's a good theory, Skittles. Yeah, possums are cool. Need a drink. I always need a drink. Floor is a terrible idea. If it's a hardwood floor, it might... Well, people like... Yeah, it's... You don't want to build it in a place where people walk. I think that's the thing we need for the snake, but I'll go ahead and, like, check over here, too. Oh yeah, this room. So we just take this. Oh, we try to do that. The hellhounds. Look at the hellhounds. There must be a way to cool the room off before you roast. Let's see if we can die to this thing. Oh, we died. How do we get past the hellhound? I don't remember. I kinda don't remember what you're supposed to do with this guy. Huge possum walked on her back porch and sat there and gave birth to a whole litter. Oh, I could see how that might scar you. I could see that, Skittles. That'd be awkward, huh? We need something to... what was it again? I feel like, with this guy, it's something weird. Like, you use the star on him or something, but I kind of don't remember it too well. Let's try this one. No, that wasn't that. Maybe I don't have the thing yet? For that guy? What was it? I feel like it's not... It shouldn't be that hard to figure out. I don't really remember this guy. Let's look over the inventory. I don't think it's a spell. I don't think it's a bottle. I don't think it's the flute. The bellows? I don't think it's the bellows or something stupid. The water? Try the water. Oh, that's holy water. Okay, it was the water. Okay, I forgot what that was. There you go. Not too difficult. I forgot about that one, but it was pretty easy to figure out anyway. An eerie blue dragon appears in the clear starry sky. Another guardian beast. What do we do about this guy? I don't remember this guy either. The star. I think you throw the star at him. The star becomes a flash of light as you launch it. Just random things, you know, spear, axe, hammer, sword. None of that will work. But throwing the star will make it into a shooting star and will kill him, even though it wouldn't do that in any other monsters. But, you know, take this. This game gets a bit random. I mean, like, the solutions to a lot of these puzzles aren't necessarily, like, that weird to figure out. But it's just more like, you know, a lot of this stuff is very arbitrary, like why you can't use the invisibility on other things. Like, why is the invisibility specifically for the troll? Nobody knows the answer to that. Alright, let's go back. We need to grab another stone. So we have to go in here. I'll do that on the way back. Huh. That dragon wasn't really eerie. Alright, now use another bottle too. Luckily we have 2 of those left. What's that picture? Because the troll doesn't have predator vision. Yeah, I guess so. I keep forgetting about that. Alright, now the wand should work against this thing, I think. I'm pretty sure. Snake begins to shake and shudder. Is it just your eyes or is it shrinking? Wow, it's going to become a snake staff. The serpentine statue begins to change. It was a statue? Oh yeah, apparently that snake was actually a statue too. I think if you look at it, it tells you that. A staff of tremendous beauty. We should take that. You're going to need that later. We're done here now. I've never read about that, Skittles. Should I? Alright, we need one more of these stones for the slingshot. Dude, let's see. We're pretty close to finishing the game, I think. So maybe we should just go ahead and push forward and finish it tonight. Suppose we should. Gotta use some mana again. We still need this spell that lets us get past the lava, though? I don't think that we picked that up yet, but maybe we did. Dude, how can the music in this game be so good? It's crazy. Awesome facts. Foul smelling liquid. Involuntary. The first theme is really good. I mean, like, all the themes are kind of really good, except for that one in the middle rooms that's like a tad annoying, maybe. That's not bad, though. I mean, like, but a lot of the music is, like, really, really good. I mean, this is really good. And then the music up for the farther in rooms up here is really good. But I don't think I missed anything in there. I don't think. So we have that. See, what do we do now? We're still missing that fire spell. I feel like I should have got that already, though. Fire spell? Yeah, the spell that lets you walk. What was it? There's like a spell that you need for that area in the basement with the fire. I think. Because we need to have one more spell. Maybe I did miss something somewhere. I don't remember what that scroll means, a portal to another land. I don't remember what that means. There's also this book? Are we supposed to be able to read this book? I don't remember. Maybe use the glasses on yourself and then you can read. Oh, is it the glasses? Was that it? Wow, with these glasses you can understand and read what you could not before. The light grows faint, the path winds round. Where life is lost, wisdom is found. Seed of the dream, for the evil is free. Where the sword is hung, he must place the key. A bridge to From. That should probably be formed. Amidst burning death, a demon to guard. Motari writes it! Whoa! Okay, I did forget to do that, but now we remembered. I knew there was something I was missing. Can't remember much of this game. That's okay, it came back to me. Figured it out. I thought it was the book was. I thought there was something we could do with the book. I thought that was weird that we didn't. So now I think we want to go. The only way left, I think, is to go this way. We're pretty close to the end now. Just a matter of if. I don't remember if you can open this panel too, but I'm hoping that you can. I think so. I don't know. How are sharks immune to cancer? Are they? It's one of those things. Okay, so we go this way. So this is the room it was talking about. Swimming would not be wise. So we have to use a spell here. Motari Rise It. That's the last spell. There's 5 spells. Whoa! Bridge. The Goonies 2? I guess just in the sense that there's a couple of like obtuse puzzles and stuff to figure out. Well, I mean, Goonies 2 also has the first-person rooms and puzzles. Puzzlish puzzles. But this is more like an old-school pointing or menu-based adventure game. Like a lot of the early adventure games are like parser games where you have to type in the answers and stuff. And then you have stuff like this where it's sort of, I guess it's kind of like in between, where you just go by like a menu, you go through menus and stuff. The Japanese adventure games were much more menu-based, like that, like this. Although, you tend to not have inventory, so it's all based on like doing certain things in like flags. But the style that like really took over like in the Western adventure games was more the King's Quest, like point and click, like, you know, still inventory based, but like using like more visual stuff. Basically the same as this, but just like with more visual stuff. Oh no, skills! What are you gonna do? For me to talk less. Yeah, exactly. So, this room... It's a mystery. What do you do here? You can look down this hole. A large, very deep pit. Well, we know the jumping down there is not going to be good. I think this is another thing that stumped me as a kid. Like, these levers. I remember these levers, like, just randomly pulling them and, like, not figuring anything out. Part of the trick with these levers is... It's not just in order, because you have to pull a certain lever twice. So that makes it harder to figure out. But I do remember reading the solution in Nintendo Power, and I remember distinctly like thinking like, because they just said the solution, they didn't say how you were supposed to know it. So I remember thinking like, how are you supposed to figure that out? That's dumb. But actually, there's a very clever way, like as I mentioned, the markings on the Sphinx stairs show the way to do this. So, you do the right one first, then the middle one. It's actually a pretty clever puzzle. Sort of like test your observation powers. King's Quest. Yeah, Roberta Williams. Well, she and Ken Williams like worked on like all of those the Quest games. You got the orb. She wrote King Quest, not Space Quest. Oh, really? Oh. I played a bunch of the King's Quest games. I never played Space Quest, though. I want to go back and play the Space Quests and Police Quest one of these days. So I think... Oh, we have to use the spell again. My bad. Yeah. We should have all the tools we need to, like, beat the game now, I think. Oh, I forgot again. Probably want to save again now. You never played Space Quest either. Actually, did we? I think we might have played a little bit of Space Quest 3 on a request one time. I don't recall. Police Quest. I bet Police Quest is great. Let's try those. I've only just recently, like, played one of the Quest for Glories. Alright, so we need to go down this well. But we can't just jump down. We have to toss a coin down first. Of course, because it's a well. I think it has to be a gold coin. Or maybe it's the big coin? The big coin, then. A huge wind erupts from within it. It reminds you of the small dust devils we see in autumn months. Oh yeah, we all know about those, right? Now we can go down there. But you have to click on it in the map for some reason. Without removing from your holster, blowing your leg off. That is pretty great. Hey Earth Sunder! Just about to beat Shadowgate here. We're almost to like 650 in Fliptendo. Once we get to 650, we're gonna move on and like do some other stuff. I got some other stuff I want to do. Non-Famicom. We're making the progress that I wanted to make. You do, yeah. Asian Waits does have me like in the middle of Quest for Glory right now on a request stream. I want to try Phantasmagoria sometime too. Those seem cool. So here we use the thing on the gong. There's the ghostly ferryman. We have to use a gold coin here. This also could be a spot where you can soft lock since there's only so many gold coins. But I'm not really sure. And here we are. Standing on sacred ground. Uh-oh. Alright, we're at the end of the game. Assuming I didn't forget anything, we're now at the end of the game. So, let's read that scroll again for this part. Five to find, 3 are 1. 1 gives access to Bladed Sun. So we have to make that staff. So we have the staff, the blade, and the spear, so we should have that. Yeah, the orb, the staff, the golden blade. We have those 3 things. That might not... Oh yeah, and Twitch. But I've seen people stream that. I've seen, like, many people stream that game. So, I can't imagine that wouldn't be okay. I mean, I know, these days with Twitch, I don't really trust Twitch's decision-making process either, but it's a game, I don't know, it's a game that many people have streamed. We have the horn. What was the other thing? Wait, what was the other thing? The Golden Sun. Where do we use the Golden Sun? 1 gives access to Bladed Sun. That's this thing. Okay, so that's put in one of those. If you put it in the wrong one, we'll die. I don't remember which one it goes in. I don't remember how you're supposed to know. I guess it doesn't matter, though. We should just see what happens when you put it in the wrong one. Anyway. Like here? Oh, is it the blade? Or... No, it's called, like, sun, isn't it? Let me put this staff together. Like, let's see. Where's the staff? Yeah. Use... Oh, but if I'm gonna die, I shouldn't be doing that, because it'll reverse itself. Where's the, orb staff? Talisman. Talisman is what we want to use here, I think. Let's try using it on someplace random. I think that that's wrong. See, we die. Get a skull laser seam there. You did not heed the warnings, and now the Warlock's Lord's defenses end your life. That's too bad. That's, I'm pretty sure that the dagger is the one that's correct. Let's check. It should be the left one. I'm not sure how you're supposed to know that exactly, but... Maybe because it's called the Bladed Sun. It doesn't matter though, because that's very simple, easy trial and error. So now we should go ahead and just save one more time. And then put the staff together. Eye of the Beholder? I have. You recommend on the Amiga? I played the DOS version. Amiga, huh? Oh, I might be cool. I like the DOS version though. Maybe I'll check out the Amiga version sometime. There's a bunch of versions of that game. There's a Super Nintendo version too, which has a unique soundtrack, which seems like it could be interesting to play. But I do like the DOS version a lot, though. Got some really cool music as well. So we use the blade on the staff. And then we use the orb on the staff. And that completes the staff. And then we play the horn. Doo-doo-doo-doo. It's been a while since we played any, like, old computer or DOS games. We did play a bunch of Amiga games a while back, like a few months back. We played a bunch of Amiga games. We did some Amiga exploration. And, well, I would like to do more at some point. But there's so many games to play. Whoa! Alright, now we go in there. This is the end of the game. This is it. I pretty much remembered most things. There's a couple things I forgot. You like Phantasm more too much? The live action? I don't know, like, but it also has kind of that, like, live action, like, kind of 90s cheese to it that's, like, entertaining, though. So here's the final boss. There's the evil wizard. What's his name? He's gonna summon a behemoth. Oh, that's awkward. Man, what are we gonna do? Your stomach knots up as you stare at this new horror. This beast is indeed incredible. An A500 you do? Oh, that's awesome. You wonder for a moment how you can defeat such a creature as this. How can we defeat it? Well, I'll tell you right now, if we use a sword on it, we're gonna die, so... I know, let's use the staff. You pray as you raise the Staff of Ages that it has the power the prophets claimed. The staff pulsates with power and a beam of light explodes from it, striking the behemoth. Whoa. Whoa. Oh, it's taking the wizard. He's dragging the wizard down to hell. Just like what we wanted, the creature screams in agony, thrashing back and forth in great pain. In his rage, he grabs the Warlock Lord and descends into the depths forever. We just beat the game. You can hear the Warlock Lord's screams fade into silence. Suddenly, it's very quiet. A beautiful light seems to fill the cavern. The morning sun, you say to yourself, it is over. Although exhausted, you lean on the staff of ages and begin your long journey home. Aww. The end. Word of your historic quest has already reached the farthest parts of the land. You are triumphantly greeted as you enter the gates of the royal city of Stormhaven. Moments later, you are ushered into the royal palace, where you are greeted by the king. I thought I was gonna not have too much trouble. There's a couple things that we forgot like momentarily, but we figured it out pretty quick. Yeah, we didn't really get stuck anywhere, so that's good. I know what thou hast done, brave one. I still remember what you did last summer. The world would be dark forever without thee. Yeah. Pressing the button. Eh? Oh, shit. You are bestowed a kingdom to rule in the king's fair daughter's hand. As you leave the throne room, you know that although this quest is over, others await. After all, the bards will need new legends to sing of and new tales to tell. Like the tale of Deja Vu, the private eye who loses his memory, right? First stories end. That's it. First stories end. Guards are 12 feet tall. They are actually the same species of creature as the tall man from Phantasm. The king looks like he's wearing a Queen Elizabeth dress. So it's a good game. It's a very good game. Isn't that a good game? Did you guys like that game? I like that game. No credits or anything though. We beat it in 2 hours. Not bad. Let's see. What are we gonna rate Shadowgate? Man. I already have it in my sheet. I don't remember what I rated it, but I feel like it's probably like a 9. I do really like the game. Like, it's my favorite of the MacVenture games on the NES. It's my favorite of those. It's probably my favorite adventure game on the NES. It's probably up there as far as like, I don't know if it's my favorite adventure game like of all time, like point and click adventure game. That would probably be like The Longest Journey or King's Quest 6. And there's other good ones I haven't played, but it's a really good one. Yeah, that's the Japanese cover. He's a Deadite. Yeah, that could be it. Yeah. Let me see what I rated it before. I can't recall. The music's probably like a 10, I bet. The soundtrack is like so good. It's unbelievable. But the game, I don't know. I might have given it an 8. It might be an 8 and a 9. Yeah, I guess an 8. Like it could be a 9 though. Like it could almost be a 9. Maniac Mansion. Oh, that's true. Maniac Mansion also has really amazing music, and only a 9 for 9 for the music. I almost want to bump it up. I almost want to bump it up, but I don't know. Let me look at the rankings. It's definitely at least an 8 and a 9. Not much into Zelda or Factanadu. No. I like both the Zeldas. I particularly love Zelda 2, and I love Factanadu. But I was thinking like point and click adventure games. Like those are like I think of those as like a different genre. I don't think. I mean, I know you could like adventure games. You could count those as. I guess those are adventure games too. But you know, the problem with like video gaming is we don't have. There's not. You would think there'd be more words to describe all these things, but it's funny how there kind of isn't. Anyway, I really love Faxanadu. Faxanadu is really high on here. See, Faxanadu is like all the way up here, and Zelda 2 is all the way up here, and Zelda 1 is like still pretty. It's around here somewhere. Around here somewhere. I don't know. Oh, yeah, it's right there. It's right there. See, that's really high. No, those games are very high. Shadowgate. Let's see. Just gonna think about where to put it on the ranking. Action adventure. I suppose you could say that because they do have action combat. Action adventure is a pretty good. I mean, it's a little bit confusing because you have action and you have adventure and then you have action adventure games, I guess. But it's not a bad way to phrase it, I guess. Lacking anything better. So if it's an 8, then it would have to go somewhere in here. Ninja Gaiden, Castlevania, Dragon Warrior. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I necessarily want to put it above Dragon Warrior and Castlevania and Ninja Gaiden. But it could be around here. It probably should be. Maybe it shouldn't actually be this high. So maybe it shouldn't be like a 9. I don't know. An 8 probably makes more sense now that I think about it. So oh, there's Maniac Mansion too. So now I have to make the decision whether it is better than Maniac Mansion. I have to make that decision right now. Asian Waste is anxiously watching. Do I put it above Maniac Mansion? I mean, and which game has the better soundtrack? Actually, I'm surprised this is a 9. I'm surprised the Maniac Mansion soundtrack isn't a 10. Honestly, it could be. Dragon Warrior Monster didn't even make an 8? No, it did. Dragon Warrior is an 8. It's 8.3. So it's above 8. Hey Mule, what's up? It's like music, you have pump music. That is true. You do have combos. Quick action games. Quick action games are pretty appealing. I like the variety of stuff, but yeah. Dragon Warrior Monster? Is that on NES? I don't think I know that. It's Dragon Warrior Monster. I'm gonna look that up real quick. What system is that for? Game Boy Color? Oh, the first one is on a Game Boy Color. No. Okay, so a little confusion here. I haven't played that one. I haven't played Dragon Quest Monster. Also, this ranking list is specifically for games we've played in Fliptendo. I have another list I made of like my top 100 games and stuff like that, but I haven't ranked every game or anything. This is specifically for games played in Fliptendo. So NES games that we've done for the project. Too many death triggers that are simply guesses with 0. See, I don't find that to be any kind of issue at all. I don't see that as an issue because those are just essentially they have no punishment associated with them, and they're just really for fun. Yeah, I mean they're trial and error, but it does not matter. They're not even a negative. Yeah, it's the same with Sierra games. There's lots of ways to die, but it really does not matter. The problem with Sierra games is soft locking yourself and obtuse puzzle solving. But the death stuff is not a negative. It's kind of part of the fun and charm of Sierra point and click adventure games, all the ways you can die. It's kind of and I think it's the same with the Shadowgate games. It's not really unfair. If there's no penalty, then it can hardly be said to be unfair, I think. But yeah, do I put it above Maniac Mansion? I don't know. Maybe you're right. Maybe Maniac Mansion should be a little bit above it. Maybe it should. So I think I will put it just a tad below Maniac Mansion. I'm just going to give it, let's put it 8.2. Yeah, I mean, the decimals I'm just using purely for the purposes of ranking these. And I'm making like a ranking list of all the games we've played so far, just for fun. We're rating them as well, but it's just fun to have this little list here just to see where they all stack. It's also kind of useful to like think about their ratings too, like looking at like where I've placed all the games kind of makes me think about like where I should rate like the current one, or it gives me like a frame of reference. That's kind of interesting. Right, every Destiny is new content. That's true. So anyway, I mean that's really high though. And on my rating scale, to be an 8 means it has to be an excellent game. Only excellent games get 8. It's certainly an excellent game, I think, for like a point and click adventure game. Try beating Life Force without the Contra code. I beat not only did I beat did we beat Life Force? We did for Fliptendo, right? Life Force was not too bad. It did take a while. It did take like almost 5 hours. Surprisingly, it took longer than Gradius 2. I expected Gradius 2 to be harder. We beat Gradius, we beat Life Force, we beat Gradius 2. We've beaten some hard. I mean, I've tried to beat like most of the shoot 'em ups so far. Like aside from like the really early ones with no ending, like Star Force and Super and Star. What is the other one? We beat Super Star Force though. It's hard. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty hard, but we've done harder games. We've beaten hard. Like I just recently, like last week, I played through like Rolling Thunder. I determinedly, that's not a word, I guess. I refuse to give up on like playing through this extremely hard action platforming game, Rolling Thunder. It took like 21 hours to play through. That's up there for like some of the hardest ones that we've played so far. And some of the shoot 'em ups, like the hardest shoot 'em ups that we've played so far, I would probably say would be like Zanuck, Starship Hector. Of the ones that I've beaten, were probably the hardest ones so far. Like both of those took like between 10 and 15 hours, I think. And Zanuck, I had to pause a lot. And there were some even harder ones. Like Star Force is probably the hardest shoot 'em up on NES. Like most people who try to actually seriously sit down and beat Star Force, because the game is just ridiculous, and it's a game that just like loops over and over. But like for whatever reason, I guess it's been decided that the looping point is after like 26 levels or something. So that makes it insanely hard to actually finish all the content in the game. And people who try to sit down and seriously beat that like tend to take somewhere like upwards of like 60 hours. So that's like an extremely hard game. I don't consider to be like worth doing personally. But, like I don't mind putting like 10 to 15 hours into stuff like, some like Zanuck, which is like a more fun game anyway. You say Gradius 3? Gradius 3 is pretty hard, but I don't think Gradius 3 is harder than like Super R-Type. I think the R-Type games are probably harder than Gradius 3. But when I did sit down and try to like finish Gradius 3, it was harder than I expected it to be. And there's some other pretty hard ones too, like UN Squadron and Axley are both pretty hard. But I think of the ones that I know of, I think R-Type is probably the hardest. There's a bunch of them though. But anyway, so all right, Shadowgate. We have one more game to look at for like this particular batch of Fliptendo games, but I guess I'm gonna save that for the next stream because it's almost 2 a.m. I could do it now. It probably would be short, but I kind of just want to go to bed. I kind of just want to go to bed, so I think I'm gonna save that one. So after this current batch of Fliptendo games are over, my goal is to get to 700 by the end of this year. I'm trying to space it out because I want to do other stuff too. We've got a subscriber request for Tam, for our buddy Tam, that I want to do soon. He's been dying to get me to play Sonic 06, so I'm going to be doing that pretty soon. And then I have another little project I want to do. I want to play a bunch of the Souls-likes games. Like I'm a big fan of Dark Souls, like all the FromSoft Dark Souls games, but I haven't played a lot of the other ones by different companies, so I want to do a bunch of those. That'll be like another mini project they'll be doing pretty soon. So like I'll be doing more modern stuff pretty soon. Modern-ish. But thanks for watching. I hope that you enjoyed the stream. And we certainly have to raid somebody or something. There's got to be somebody. Let's see who's going to be good tonight. We got Sharpie, Late Night Retro. Sharpie's doing Doom for Saturn. That seems pretty good. Let's raid him. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll probably be back soon. I might be back tomorrow to stream more. So, wow, we have a lot of viewers today. That's pretty cool. So maybe I'll see you tomorrow. I may have a convention this weekend. I don't know yet, so I might be busy, but I'll let you know. So thanks for watching. Have a good night.